if you could ask one question and one question only to give you an idea of what that experience would be, what would be that question?
Oh, that's a good question.
And I mean, it's hard because,
It's a hard
obviously,
question 'cause there's so many.
but like, do you have a go-to that kind of tells you, I think I know where this is going to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would ask how they structure engagements. Because when you talk about from a people perspective, so tell me how you're going to staff my engagement. I think that is going to tell a lot, right? And again, are you going to tell me the truth? Or are you going to tell me what I want to hear, and then we're going to change that later? I don't know. That's something you're going to have to figure out. But how a agency plans to staff an engagement tells a lot, right? Because if I come in and say, hey, we really understand client A, what you're trying to do, and Jim is our right fit for you. He's been with the company, 8 years? He's been in the industry for 18 years. He has expertise in X, Y, and Z that we decided during the sales process are the most important things to you. He is going to engage with you. He is going to be on your engagement from day one to the end. Here's how it's going to look. That's a completely different conversation from, well, we have a team of 5. Jim's going to be the project manager, and then Lisa's going to be the person manager, and then John's going to be the implementer, and then we have another person, and they just kind of show up, and they're really customer success, and then we have this other person, and they're from a billing perspective. Like, when you start hearing that, you're like, uh-oh. I'm going to get a bunch of people that don't really understand what I'm trying to do, trying to play all these different roles. And one of the biggest things that we hear as far as negative experiences is, man, we really love Jim, and we were making great progress. And then all of a sudden, 2 months into our engagement, we have a new person, and they're nice and all, but we got to start over again. And then we started, and they stick around for 3 months, and then we got a new person. You know why they do that? They're trying to play load balancing. They're trying to do all this stuff to have margins addressed. And it creates a bad experience, right? So,
and it goes back to what you were talking about, a transaction versus a relationship.
Yeah.
Because if they just see you as another line item that they need to move people around.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, like, when we look across our portfolio of clients, we take it very seriously if it's talking about shifting who's running an engagement. It happens. It doesn't happen very often. And go ahead. I was going to say, it doesn't happen very often. And when it does, there's a point to it. Whereas, like, say an engagement has pivoted and we need to bring in other bits of experience, but usually the people that were on from the beginning still stay on to a degree.
So I'm going to change. What's the show where the guy's like, was it Nicolas Cage, or is it, let's go?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to find it and send it to you. Okay. I'm going to change my answer.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask about how they're going to staff engagements. I'm going to ask a 2-part question. What is the median length of employment or employee tenure for your company, for your consultants? And what is the median length of engagement that you have with your clients?
Oh, those are good.
Right?
Yeah, those are
if
good
they
questions.
come back and say, well, the median tenure of our employees is 18 months, is 9 months. If they come back and say, well, our median relationship with our clients is 6 months, red flag.